In your film, Private Life, it's a story of a couple going through the fertility process.
Yes.
And I don't feel, when watching that film, I don't feel like that is a woman's story. I feel like it is a story of a couple
It was certainly,
going through this.
yes, and it was very important to Tamara that it'd be about the couple going through that journey together. It's like a co-midlife crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly in that movie, it's through kind of like the lens of fertility, but I wouldn't even say, like even when I was reading it, like I couldn't picture the baby, like I couldn't even smell baby powder, like Paul at some point said, "Oh my God, this is like Waiting for Godot." It's like they're on this baby project journey, but really it was more existential. But it was so personal. It's so emotionally autobiographical, I think, to Tamara, and it took her a ton of time to get this made.
Like Since Savages, right?
Yeah.
She hasn't made a film. Yeah.
Since Savages, and I know a lot of it was her own experience with becoming a mama. But Karen as well, like these stories, like these hyper-personal, like specific human stories that don't have to have like that's what I'm excited about. My career has been a tad chaotic in terms of just the projects that have been. It's been a little bit all over the map, but I've been able to like land in this like post having kids has been like richer and richer for some reason, which is so interesting to me. I would have never expected it. But I certainly spent a lot of time in my 20s in a place of not really being satisfied by the work that I was getting. Like I would always show up and kind of like stand on the marks, and it was like I always felt kind of divorced from my creative self. Like I always felt like the things that I was being asked to do on camera and like my real true self were kind of separate. If that makes any sense.
Don't you think the writing might have been something to do with
and
that?
also it was like what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Can we talk about characters that we wish we had played, but we can't?
Please.
Yes. I want to so bad. Well, there are, like Regina, I feel like in my heart, like I would love to try anything. But it's, I guess, who would tell you no?
Right.
Which I guess a lot of people would be like, But I do think like there's some parts that have been played before, which I'm like, God, I wish. Like I immediately, when you said that, I thought of Gina Rowlands in A Woman Under the Influence. Like I think of some of these parts that are like, just like these perfect things that have happened that, like those roles that you see. I mean, so many things I've seen you in, and I'm like, oh God, they're so perfect. I can't believe I'm sitting across from you. All these humans, that you just think, oh, well, God, I wish, that you think of to be inside of that and to feel that, but that's happened before. So I guess that's where the can't would come into it, you know what I mean, of a character.
My answer would be, why not?
Well, I mean, if it's already been played.
Your whole career is that.
Well,
you did Sunset Boulevard, and you were like,
I've revisited.
how did you do that?
I've revisited two characters twice. One.
God, I would have
and
loved
it's
to have
incredible. It's a huge luxury. Well, especially if a certain amount of time has gone by.
I guess it's different in
you're
the
just a
theater.
different person.
Right.
So
I would love to.
whatever
Yes.
Gina, the only thing that would be a burden is that you're up against Gina Rowlands. But if it's a great character, it's a great character, and it
the theater, I
it
think,
can
is
be
different.
reinterpreted validly.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Kidman. This is Lady Gaga.
I'm Kathryn Hahn.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching the Hollywood Reporter Roundtables
On